everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a quick core workout for you. Feel free to do this on its own or stack it with one of my other videos. Let's get started today kneeling in the center of your mat. So have those knees hip distance apart. Interlace your hands at the back of the skull, elbows wide. Take a big breath in. And just think of actively drawing belly button to spine. Let your ribs just soften in and down. One more breath. Really feeling that navel pull in and up. Tailbone heavy to the floor. Let's add on. You're gonna inhale. Start to side bend to the right. And then exhale, come back to center and then head over to the left. Big breath into that right, left back lung. Exhale, stack back up. So continue going from side to side. And using that opposite oblique to raise you back up. So you're gonna inhale, weight into that left knee, and back up. A couple more. Exhale to left. Make sure that sternum is stacked right over that pubic bone. One more to the left. Great, keep those hands where they are. You're gonna hinge those hips back, flat back, and then exhale, drive it up. So you're gonna hinge, deep fold at those hips, press down to the knees and rise up. So I'm just gonna go give you a side view, continue, inhale, exhale. Ribs are in and down. If the hands behind the head is too much, you can simply just place your hands across the chest. Deep crease in those hips. Drive it up. Exhale. Let's go for 6. We're gonna hold it 5. In this kneeling squat 4, 3, 2. Hold that hinge. Arms reach forward. Palms face in. We're just gonna hold and breathe. Think of every exhale really pulling belly to spine. Last 5. Hinge a little more, deeper crease for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Come to hands and knees. Knees directly underneath those hips, shoulders over those wrists. Keeping those arms straight, tuck the toes under. And on your exhale, just hover those knees 2 inches off the ground. Again, wrap that belly in. Reach the center of the chest forward. Keep pressing down to the palm of those hands. Rip your mat apart. Again, big breath in through the nose. Exhale from the mouth. Embrace the core. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Arms straight. Good. Rest your knees down. Relax the toes. Walk your hands about 2 handprints forward. And we're going to press those hips forward. So nice open through the hips. Glutes engaged. We're gonna go right into some shoulder taps here. So right hand taps left shoulder, and left hand taps right shoulder. Good. And the goal is to keep that pelvis nice and still. Make sure there's no tension in your neck, shoulders. Good. Let's do a few more like this. Another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once that's done, quick child's pose. If that was enough for you, you can certainly stay there and repeat that. Otherwise, come with me. You're gonna go into a nice high plank. Again, center of the chest is reaching forward, and then start to continue with those shoulder taps. Good. Again, make sure that pelvis is nice and still. Squeezing those glutes. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Knees wide and sit back. Nice work, child's pose. Big breath in and big breath out. Good. Once seated, I'm going to swing those legs forward and then reach those arms forward. Sitting up really tall on those hip bones. Take a breath, make sure there's space behind you. You're gonna slowly articulate the spine. on down one at a time. Keep stretching those heels away from you. And once you touch down, again, back of the neck is long, palms are down to the mat. Bend one knee, bend the other. Make sure you have a nice neutral pelvis here. Ribs settle to the ground. You're gonna bring those legs into tabletop. Arms float up, take a big breath in. Right arm and left leg extend on your exhale. And inhale, bring it back to center, and then left arm, right leg. And then return back to center. Continue to alternate. This is your dead bug position. Maintaining a nice neutral spine. Exhale to extend, and then inhale, bring it back together again. Really squeeze that glute on that extended leg. Again, keep wrapping that waistline in. Just a few more here. Another 4, 3. Really lengthen hand away from foot. Last 2. And 1. Rest. Knees can fall to the chest. Maybe rock your head side to side. Good. Legs back to tabletop. This time, interlace your hands behind the head. Elbows slightly lift towards your temples. Peel the head, heart, and shoulders up. And then lower the spine back down with control. Exhale to curl. Inhale to lengthen back down. And again, check in with that pelvis. Keep your tailbone heavy to the floor. Keep your head heavy in the palm of your hands. This crunch is coming from that deep flexion through your thoracic spine, right? So just slide those ribs down towards those hips. We're gonna go for another 5, 4, 3. You're gonna meet me at the top in 2. 1 more. Holding it here, keeping those elbows nice and wide. You're gonna rotate to the left. Exhale. Inhale through center and then head over to the right. Good. So again, keeping that pelvis nice and steady. Even weight in both hips as you twist from the belly button up. Good. Really peel that right shoulder off the ground and the left. Good. 4, 3, 2. 1 more. You're going to head to the left. Hold it here. Extend your right leg out and return it back in. Right leg extends and right leg bends. Curl up a little higher. You're here for 6. Really, truly extend that right leg for 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold that right leg out on 1. Hold it here. Right leg is gonna lift 2 inches and lower 2 inches. Lift 2 inches and lower. Curl up a little higher. You've got 6. You've got 5, 4, 3. Check in with that head. 2. Heavy. Last one. Hold it up. Extend your left leg up. Tiny pulses. Up, up, up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. So good. Good news. 1 more side. Legs to tabletop. Curl back up. We're gonna rotate back up and over to that right. Extend your left leg out on your exhale and back in. Check in on that collarbone. Elbows wide, collarbones wide. Left shoulder blade off the floor. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold it out. Lift that left leg and lower it. Lift it and lower it. Just 6. Keep pulling that navel to spine for 5, 4, 3, 2. Left leg stays lifted, right leg extends, tiny pulses up, finish it off. Good, up, lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Feet to the floor. Bring your arms out to a T, legs to tabletop. Take both knees over to the right. Just a few inches. Try not to go crazy. You want both shoulder blades heavy to the floor. And then you're going to exhale, bring them back to center. And then both knees go head over to the left. Good. And just a few more to each side. Again, focusing on keeping those ribs heavy and down. And the shoulders square to the ceiling. One more to the right. Good. Last one to the left. And then let the knees come into the chest. Grab hold of the back of the thighs. Rock your way up to seated. Maybe back into all fours, facing the front end of your mat. From here, tucking those toes under again. Wrap the belly in, hover those knees, again, 2 inches off the floor. This time, your right leg extends. Your left leg will extend. You're in a high plank. Hold it here. And then your right foot's gonna step in, and then your left foot. Continue, right leg steps out, left leg steps out, right foot in, left foot in. We'll do that just 2 more times. Keep reaching the center of that chest forward. Pelvis nice and steady. Other side. Out, out, place it in. Out, out. Keep pressing away from that floor. One more. Rest those knees down. Drop down to the forearms. We're almost done. Extend your right leg out, your left leg out. You're meeting that forearm plank. So holding this forearm plank, you want to push down to those forearms, shoulders over the elbows, like you want to rip the mat apart. We're just holding and breathing for 5. For 4, we're going to hit a side plank to our left. You're going to look left. That's where we're going. In 3, 2, 1. Right hand to left elbow. Left arm up to the ceiling. Meet me in that side plank. Bottom knee can always bend to the floor, or you're in that full expression. Hold it there for 5. Reach that left arm to the ceiling for 4. Wrapping that right shoulder back. 3, 2, stay lifted. Tiny pulses up and down. Up and down. Good. You can always look down to the floor. Keep squeezing those inner thighs together. Last 3, 2, 1. Come back through center. Take a rest if you need it. Knees to the floor. Right back into it. Back to that forearm plank. Left hand now swivels to right elbow. Stacking those hips. Right arm reaches to the ceiling. Again, modification, left knee to the ground. We're just holding and breathing. Keep lifting out that left shoulder. Squeezing those inner thighs. Let's start to pulse those hips up and up. Up and up. Keep reaching. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come through center. Last push. Holding that forearm plank. Can you lower your hips just an inch? You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees wide, child's pose. Walk those hands to your knees. Take a tall seat. Give yourself the reach of those arms all the way up. Exhale right onto the floor. Take a nice breath in. Exhale back up. Left hand to the floor. Right arm, look up. Back through center, both arms up. Lift up. Shoulders drop. Arms down. And you guys are all done. Nice work.